Hey guys, what's going on? Lucky here. So I just got an email confirming that I will be going to Hot Rod Power Tour 2023. It's been a couple of years since I went. I think I was sick one year and I just didn't go the next year. I was too busy. I honestly should stay here and keep working on projects that I have half done, but it's Hot Rod Power Tour. It only happens once a year, so count me in. I believe the first couple days of Hot Rod Power Tour, the first day we're going to be doing the payoff for one of the more recent Hot Rod Garage shows, and then everybody goes home. But I think me and Alex are going to go ahead, and I think Alex is going to do a couple of days. I'm going to long haul. I'm going to do the whole Power Tour. You will find me pretty much. Well, there's no way of telling where you're going to find me. I will be everywhere. I was torn between what I wanted to drive. I've driven my Chevelle on it 3 or 4, maybe 5 times. I've gone a few times with my buddy Rod in his 70.5 Z28. But I think this year I am shipping the C10 truck, my shop truck, out. They will ship it to the beginning of the show or the beginning of the Power Tour. And then I will show up and hop in. And then the next time they see it will be whatever, 5 or 6 days later, wherever it ends up. So if you're going on Hot Rod Power Tour, be sure and keep an eye out for me. I'm going to have stickers with me, Hot Rod Garage Show stickers, Mobile Tech Lucky stickers, Lucky's Garage Show stickers, and my line of instructional decals, stand here stickers that show you how to do a burnout and automatic or stick shift. And of course, some of my flip-flops and clutch drops or clutch pops. I forget, one or the other. I'm gonna have those stickers on there. Give you a hoedown of what's going on with the C10. It is an original factory 1967 C10 short bed that was purchased originally by the Los Angeles County Fire Department to be used as what they call a plug truck. They used it to service fire hydrants and equipment and gear. It may have had a utility bed back on it back in the day. I think it was actually just this bed full of stuff because the color is so exact. But it wasn't as beat as I thought it would have been. Maybe it had a shell or something on it, I don't know. But it has a Sagian 18 by 10s all the way around, Sagian billet wheels, and it has Rick's tank in the back. It's set up to run E85 or pump gas, or it's very close to it. I have the sensor hooked up. I have the sensor and I just have to hook it up. I have 11-inch 4-piston bare brakes in the back and 13-inch 6-piston bare brakes in the front. It has a Gearstar transmission. It's a 4L85E stage 5, I believe. This is an Ace racing engine. It is a 5.3 with trick flow heads, full forged internals, all the good stuff. Right now it's set up at 14 pounds of boost. I don't know the horsepower because we just dialed it in so that it would not ping. And the exhaust is a Hooker Blackheart, front to back, complete 3-inch exhaust. Magnuson 2300 has Wegner accessory drive. That's the complete setup. It has an isolated belt that just runs the supercharger, which solved all my throwing belts, pitching belts, and slipping belt issues. The suspension is QA1 front to back, trailing arm in the rear with the QA1 coilovers, and in the front it's their complete front cradle, or K-member I like to call it, with the QA1 coilovers. Those are my original upper arms, our original QA1 upper arms. Has the new lower ones with the limiting straps, and it does have the rack. It has the rack and pinion conversion. You can see it right there. And then you notice if you look straight down where the wheel well used to be, there used to be a steering gearbox there. It is not there anymore. That is their Bear Remaster. It's manual brakes with an adjustable proportioning valve mounted underneath it, just to dial it in. This kit comes complete with that brake proportioning valve. Well, it's an option, but it's designed, the master cylinder is designed that brake proportioning valve just slides right on it. I had to get a little creative with the steering because I wanted to use the stock upper shaft or steering column. They make it so that you put I did it or any aftermarket column in and everything bolts right up. I just got a little more creative. Works out perfectly. What else should I mention on here? Oh yeah, vintage air. Can't leave home without that. This is a Be Cool radiator. Has 0 cooling issues. This is a heat exchanger for the intercooler, which is underneath the supercharger. And that's an extra 2.5 gallons of coolant with a pump underneath it, which circulates the air to water fluid. The coolant basically goes through the heat exchanger, gets cooled down, and then goes back underneath the supercharger through the lines in the back right there. Some people have asked me about why does it have so many belts. So that's the jack shaft belt in the back. This is called a jack shaft. And that's the supercharger drive right there. What else is on this thing? Any panels I've replaced, I got a hold of Auto Metal Direct. These are aftermarket bumpers, but they were, they were so clean. I honestly just had them lightly blasted and then powder coated them. For comfort, I am rocking original OBS seats, a 60/40 seat. Everything else in here is original. It does have a small stereo, vintage air. I rubber matted it. I put a high hump in it just to give me a little more room, get some of the heat out of the car. There's more air to flow over the transmission. And Dakota Digital instrument panel, which probably only lights up if you turn on the key. What else? Oh yeah, the latches are easy latch. They work well. That's it. The wood kit in the back, I don't even know who made it. I waited forever to get it. It got here and it was cracked and a mess. Still cracked, dried out and cracked. Yeah, I don't even remember who made it, but it was the cheapest one I could get. It was pine. That's about it. I should have the hood. I had to take the hood hinges off of my car to complete a customer's car. They were brand new Auto Metal Direct hinges, and the customer wanted his truck, the blue truck. It's not here, as you can see. Customer needed his truck to go cruising, so I sacrificed my hinges. So if I get new hinges back here from Auto Metal Direct, the hood will be on it. But if I don't get the hinges back, the hood will still be on it. There'll be a ratchet strap going from the old blower hole to the other wheel well. There's a little roadkill in everyone. I think really that's about it. This truck has always been one of my, favorite vehicles, just because one of my very first cars that I bought and, was super happy with was a 72 short bed half ton that my friend Sammy got for me, or found for me, and I went and bought, and then he just helped me do everything to it. That was before you could buy tubular control arms. I made a set. Before me making a tubular set, he had the idea of lowering, which made the lower control arms longer, so he would take a Sawzall and cut the box, the end of the control arm like a U, take the ball joint out, take 3/4 of an inch out, put it back in, weld it all up and box it in, moving the lower ball joint in, which then you could give yourself a little more caster and put the camber back where it was supposed to be. And he was doing that back in the, I'd have to say 80s. So he'd been doing it for a long time. And now, of course, you can go online and just buy tubular control arms. That's what I've done. But I've always been fond of this body style. And this truck has quickly become my favorite vehicle that I own. And it is probably my most dependable. Thing always starts, always drives, always cruisable. Nothing else really breaks down on me either, but I don't know, I just really like this. And if I do see something on Hot Rod Power Tour that I just can't live without, and it fits in the back of my truck. Pretty sure Pilot will ship it back for me. Just saying. Anyway, that's it. Just wanted to give you guys a hoedown. I will be doing Hot Rod Power Tour this year, 2023, and that's it. I'm jazzed. See you guys out there. If you haven't got tickets, you need to get out there. Also, I believe the venues, I don't even know what the venues are. You have to search Hot Rod Power Tour, and they're open to the public. So find out where we're at and come visit. Thanks, you guys. See you later.